Hey everybody, welcome back to Crypto Buzz Daily. Today we're going to be walking through some of the biggest news articles shaping Ethereum, Bitcoin, and XRP, and even how PayPal is changing the game in digital payments. So let's just break it down simply and dive in. First of all, I just want to look at the market because everything is kind of in the red. If you're interested in buying, now would be the time. Everything is just dumping, to be quite honest with you. There's a couple ones still doing okay. Kronos is doing alright. BitCash. Everything else looks to me just like it's just kind of dumping, though, to be completely front with you. XRP's down 12%. Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing fine. Everything else though is just kind of not doing amazing. Doge is down 16%. Cardano down 10. Hyperliquid 2. Sellers down 11. Chainlink down 7. Everything's just kind of falling just a little bit. We are taking a bit of a dive. If we could just click on Cardano here, we are tanking just a tad, just a little bit. But anyways, moving on. Oh, what is this? Anyways, moving on. For our first article, ETH has surged 57% within the past month, but it is stuck below the 4,000 mark. Despite big institutional buying, for example, Bitmine and SharpLink, purchasing hundreds of thousands worth of Ethereum, spot ETFs inflow of 1.84 billion this past week, Ethereum keeps hitting resistance at 4,000. Technicals show a possible inverse head and shoulders with a 4,300 target, but traders say a drop from 35 to 3,300 is likely before a big breakout. So why does this matter? If you're looking to invest, this highlights market hesitation after a major resistance level. A pullback could mean a new buying opportunity, but it also signals traders aren't ready to push to new highs yet. In this article from Cointelegraph, you can see it says traders expect Ethereum to retest 35 to 33 before a break to new year-to-date highs. Ethereum gained 57%, which is also kind of what I just read you. Here's a look at the charts. The Ethereum sell wall is still very much in the room with us. I know that Ethereum is so back, and we are basically rebooting DeFi summer at 2021 at this point. But stuff like this makes it quite hard for price to go up until these are either filled or pulled. Aside from technicals, the bulk of Ethereum's price move lined up with the launch of multiple Ether treasuries. Since June, Bitmine, Immersion Tech, SharpLink Gaming have acquired 500,000 roughly. Together roughly 900,000. 556,800 respectively to Bitmine, and then 360,800 to SharpLink. And data from Farsight Investors shows Ethereum spot ETF inflows topping at 1.8 billion. Despite a dedicated commitment to the stockpiling Ethereum, SharpLink's Gaming SBET and Bitmine Immersion's BMNR stock are down 36.4% and 14.52% over the past week. But decline comes after each stock has had a respective 565% and 381 rally over the past 3 months. That's crazy. You can even see the charts here. Like, this is nuts. From a technical standpoint, Ethereum's higher time frame market structure shows a confirmed inverse head and shoulders pattern with a target of 4,300. But beyond the steady purchasing by institutional investors, funding rates remain neutral, suggesting that lower risk-loving traders are hesitant to boost their use of margin around a multi-year resistance level. Some traders, including independent market analysis Michael Van de Poppe, I don't know how to say that, believe that liquidity on the long side is ready to be taken, suggesting a brief retrace to the 3,500 to 3,300 zone will occur before a rally to 4,300. So in short, basically all we're looking at here is that realistically 4,300 roughly is still, I think, the census. That's the consensus of what everybody seems to be pretty confident in. But it's looking like we'll have to go back down to roughly, 330, I think is what they said, before it goes any higher, which is what it was a year ago. But anyways, if we go down to 3,500, 3,300, this article said, it's an amazing buying opportunity, especially if indicators are saying that we might shoot up to 4,300. That would be an awesome opportunity. But moving on, Hyperscale Data begins executing a 100 million XRP plan. Shares jumped 12% amid announcement. Hyperscale Data is launching a $10 million plan to acquire XRP. Following the news, their share jumped to 12% up. Why does it matter? Large purchases by institutional players can boost confidence and drive up prices, at least short term. It signals a belief in XRP's long-term utility or ecosystem. This also could trigger other funds and companies to consider holding or using XRP. It may see positive price momentum due to the increased attention and demand. In this article, as we can see, it says the diversified holding company framed XRP as a scalable and efficient rail for cross-border value transfer and emerging financial infrastructure. It added that its board is considering expanding the 10 million program subject to market conditions and available financing, and is evaluating a 36-month lockup for the XRP it accumulates, tied to internal milestones. Executive Chairman Milton Todd Alt, I don't know how to say that, the third, I guess, said in the announcement, "We view XRP as a foundational asset in evolving global financial ecosystem. Our goal is to build a balance sheet that reflects the future of not just computing infrastructure, but of global finance as a whole." For those of you with XRP, this could be an amazing thing to hear. This obviously could shoot up the price just a tad bit. I mean, it wouldn't go crazy, but what it will do is it will add, I guess, confidence into other markets, like the article says. Like I said, for you crypto holders, this could trigger other funds or companies to consider holding or using XRP, which could be an insanely good thing for the XRP community. It also may see positive price movement due to increased attention and demand. We'll just have to kind of see and wait for the next upcoming days to see what XRP does. But moving on, for our third article, Metaplanet expands Bitcoin holdings again in steady march towards 2026 goal. Metaplanet is steadily increasing its Bitcoin's holdings, pursuing a long-term accumulation goal set for 2026. In brief, this article by Decrypt says Metaplanet now holds 17,132 Bitcoin after its latest acquisition of 780 Bitcoin. New stock issuances in July funded both bond redemptions and Bitcoin buys. The firm's accumulation strategy, launched in 2024, has accelerated in 2025 with a new target of 100,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2026. Within just a year, they want to hold literally almost 5x what they hold now, which would be insane for Bitcoin. It seems over the past couple of days that we've seen that all these institutions seem to really strongly believe in Bitcoin because a lot of money has been piling in. As more public companies add to Bitcoin, like I just said, their balance sheets, Bitcoin's case as a digital gold or reserve asset, grows stronger. It shows institutional buy-ins that may influence traditional investors. It also strengthens the store value narrative for Bitcoin. And firms are also looking for inflation hedges. Firms looking for inflation hedges may also follow suit, boosting Bitcoin price stability over time, which could actually send us to that 135 mark that a lot of people have been talking about recently. But finally, one of our biggest news articles, PayPal launches crypto checkout tool, which adds support for over 100 tokens. This is huge. Payment platform PayPal is set to roll out a new feature for U.S. merchants to accept payments with over 100 cryptocurrencies, targeting overseas transaction and more utility in its own stablecoin. According to a Monday announcement, businesses will be able to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, USD Coin, and XRP, among others. The tool integrates with crypto wallets including Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask, OKX, Kraken, Binance, Phantom, and Exodus. Transaction paid with cryptocurrencies will be automatically converted into PayPal's stablecoin, PYUSD, or fiat currency at checkout, allowing merchants, to receive crypto payments without dealing with price volatility. PayPal will charge merchants a 0.99 transaction fee for crypto payments, which it claims is 90% lower than typical credit card and processing costs. For comparison, Visa fees start at 1.75 of transaction costs. The feature aims to simplify cross-border transactions, which PayPal said are often expensive and challenging for small and medium-sized businesses. For now, it is only available in the to U.S.-based merchants with the exclusion of New York residents. This is amazing. This is an insanely big deal. Low barriers for spending crypto in daily life. Like I just said, it's very cheap. It's much cheaper. It's almost 50% cheaper than just a normal credit card. Broad token support, which increases utility. It boosts mainstream adoption. More tokens are more widely available to the public that maybe is not as interested in crypto. This could also make crypto payments part of everyday shopping. It puts pressure on other payment platforms like Venmo, Cash App, and whatnot to integrate crypto or risk being left behind. Like I said, this is an amazing thing for the crypto community. Anyways, like I said, guys, institutions are making big moves in crypto space. It seems as though the crypto space is kind of stabling out. It's no longer as it is still volatile, but I think with time, as many institutions are coming in and buying so much Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, it seems like it's going to kind of level out. It'll be less volatile. It'll be more stable, so that big institutions could get in. So what should you guys do? Like I said, just stay patient, stay informed. Pullbacks like Ethereum, like I mentioned earlier, may offer new chances to buy in. Watch for new services like PayPal as signals of growing real-world crypto use. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.